The Chola dynasty, one of the most remarkable and influential dynasties in Indian history, ruled over southern India and extended their influence to parts of Southeast Asia between the 9th and 13th centuries. Known for their remarkable administrative efficiency, military prowess, and extraordinary contributions to art, culture, and architecture, the Cholas left an enduring legacy that continues to fascinate historians and scholars today. Origins and early history. The Chola dynasty traces its origins back to the early centuries of the Common Era. References to the Cholas appear in ancient Tamil literature, inscriptions, and Sangam texts, suggesting their presence in the fertile region around the Kaveri River in Tamil Nadu. During their early period, the Cholas were relatively minor chieftains and feudatories under the larger Pallava and Pandya dynasties. Their rise to prominence began around the 9th century under the leadership of Vijayalaya Chola, who is credited with capturing the city of Tanjavur from the Mutharayar chieftains, establishing Tanjavur as the dynasty's capital, and laying the foundation for a powerful and centralized Chola kingdom. Political expansion and administration. The Chola dynasty reached its zenith under the reigns of Rajaraja Chola I, 985 to 1014 CE, and his son Rajendra Chola I, 1014 to 1044 CE. Rajaraja Chola I expanded the kingdom's boundaries to include much of Tamil Nadu, parts of Kerala, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. He organized a well-structured administration with a strong bureaucracy and a system of local governance through village assemblies, which helped maintain law and order and ensured efficient tax collection. His son, Rajendra Chola I, carried the empire to even greater heights, leading military expeditions that extended Chola influence into Sri Lanka, the Maldives, and parts of Southeast Asia, including Sumatra, Java, and the Malay Peninsula. These overseas campaigns not only enhanced the Chola Empire's prestige but also facilitated trade and cultural exchange across the Indian Ocean. The Chola administrative system was highly organized. The empire was divided into provinces called Mandalams, further subdivided into Valanadus and Kurams, with local village assemblies, Ur and Sava, responsible for day-to-day governance. This decentralized system allowed villages significant autonomy, especially in managing agriculture, irrigation, and religious institutions. The Cholas also maintained a formidable navy, which was crucial for defending coastal territories and facilitating overseas expeditions and trade. Economy and trade. The Chola economy thrived on agriculture, trade, and temple wealth. The fertile Kaveri Delta produced abundant rice and other crops, providing a stable food supply and surplus for trade. The Cholas were also astute merchants who controlled trade routes across the Bay of Bengal. They exported textiles, spices, and precious stones and imported gold, silver, and luxury goods. Ports like Nagapattinam and Kaveripattinam became hubs of international commerce, linking the Chola kingdom with the Middle East, China, and Southeast Asia. This commercial prosperity contributed to the dynasty's political and cultural dominance. Religion, art, and architecture. Religion played a central role in Chola society. The Cholas were devout Hindus, particularly Shaivites, and they patronized Hindu temples extensively. They built some of the most magnificent temples in India, with the Brihadiswarar temple at Tanjavur being the crowning achievement of Chola architecture. This temple, constructed under Rajaraja Chola I, is an architectural marvel, featuring massive granite structures, intricately carved sculptures, and a towering Vimana, temple tower. The Cholas also supported Buddhism and Jainism, reflecting a relatively tolerant attitude toward diverse religious practices. Chola art and sculpture reached unprecedented heights. Bronze sculptures, especially of deities like Natraja, the dancing Shiva, are celebrated worldwide for their grace, balance, and intricate detailing. These bronze icons not only served religious purposes but also reflected the Cholas' mastery of metallurgy and artistic sensibilities. Cultural and literary contributions. The Chola period was a golden age for Tamil literature. Scholars and poets were patronized by the royal court, leading to the creation of extensive literary works in Tamil. The period also saw the compilation of texts related to administration, law, and governance, demonstrating the intellectual rigor of the time. Additionally, the Cholas encouraged education, philosophy, and scholarship, helping to preserve and propagate Tamil culture across South India and Southeast Asia. Decline and legacy. The Chola dynasty gradually declined after the 12th century due to internal conflicts, succession disputes, and pressures from emerging powers like the Pandyas and Hoslas. By the 13th century, the dynasty had lost much of its political power, but its cultural and architectural legacy endured. Chola temples, bronze sculptures, and inscriptions remain as enduring symbols of their grandeur. The Cholas' influence extended beyond politics. They significantly shaped South Indian culture, art, architecture, and administration. Their naval expeditions facilitated trade and cultural exchanges with Southeast Asia, leaving traces of Indian culture in regions such as Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. The Chola period remains a benchmark for administrative efficiency, artistic brilliance, and cultural sophistication in Indian history. Conclusion. The Chola dynasty stands out as a remarkable chapter in Indian history. Their blend of military prowess, administrative sophistication, commercial acumen, and artistic achievement set them apart as one of the most illustrious dynasties in South Asia. The Cholas not only shaped the course of South Indian history but also left a legacy that resonates in art, architecture, and culture centuries after their decline, reflecting a civilization of enduring brilliance and vision.